Hello, everybody. Talmar Anderson. Happy Boss Day. In honor of this great day and you amazing bosses, we're going live all week, or rather weekend. Sorry. We're going to celebrate you and all the things you do and try to give you some great actionable tips and insights into how to really build, lead, and celebrate with your kick-ass team. So it's Saturday morning and you're thinking, ugh, I got to place an ad. And you go straight to Indeed or other job platforms, which is a great idea. It's not the only idea I want you to think about. So today we're going to talk about 5 tips on where you can be placing that ad and getting eyeballs on it so that you don't have to just wait for Indeed's algorithms to work in your favor. And may the odds be forever in your favor. But we can do a lot more to control who we're letting apply and find out about our ads. We have a lot of resources at our tips. And I think people just place it in Indeed and forget it and then go, oh, I'm just not getting great resumes. When there's other things we can be doing. This recruiting for your company, bringing in your team, your best possible team, is a constant boss effort. You really need to put yourself out there in a way that lets people know that you're hiring and you're growing, and you always want to meet and know potential people that could be great for your team, even if you're not hiring. But that's a conversation for another day. Or you can join us in Bossification and we'll have that conversation whenever the heck you want. Today, we're talking about 5 places that you can place your employment ad besides Indeed and paid job platforms. Now, those platforms, again, there's a lot of weird changes going on with them to their fine. Their capitalism is good and they're trying to make their business profitable, but still make sure people are working. And it just was bad timing that Indeed changed their platform so dramatically that fewer eyeballs are coming to your ads than used to. And so that's definitely impacted the speed with which some people can hire. And it is industry specific. But to the point, what else can you do, boss? Don't worry, we got you. There's some really great insights that you might be missing up. So let's talk about it. My favorite one that I want you to know about is your own website. Think about it. Think about all the money you spend sending people because you're marketing, right? You send them to your website, or they get your business cards when you're meeting out and about, or they look you up online, right? So many people are going to your website all the time. So it is one of my favorite reminders to let a boss know that your ads should be placed on your website. And I do think that if you have a position that is constantly growth, it's a high demand, or it's something that's critical for your deliverables or the way that you produce products for your company, that can be an ad that you can always keep on your website. Because if somebody sends you a resume and you're not hiring, you can still follow up with them. And if they're a great candidate, just let them know, you know what, I'm really interested in you, but right now we don't exactly have an opening. I'd love to keep your resume on file for a later time. So certain positions I really think should always be on your website so that the right people are coming around and they're getting to know you and knowing the positions. They'll send those resumes in, and then you'll have a nice little folder to go to when you're ready to hire, and it's less stressful, right? So that's number 1. Put it on your own darn website, people. Get it up there right away. The second one is I don't really want you to post the whole ad there, but I want you to use social media to push people to your ads. Now, I would tell you, as soon as you have it up on your website, have your social media link to your website application process as opposed to Indeed. Indeed is starting to do some expensive things where as people apply to you, you get more, depending on how you set up your account, you can get charged exponentially more. So if we could send them to your website and they applied through there, then they're just going to directly email it to you and you'll be able to skirt that cost. So just keep that in mind, that when you do social media, I would put it in your rotation all the time. When you're in a high crisis, I mean, we're talking about, every other day, having it be a piece. And honestly, it's great for your business because it lets people know you're growing. So if they see that you're looking for a customer service representative, or you're looking for, somebody an auto mechanic, if you're looking for somebody that's a paralegal, whatever it is, if you're putting it out there, one, the people that know you on social media are now thinking their spouses, their friends that have been complaining about jobs. as well as they're like, wow, look at that company, they're growing. So I do encourage you to use social media to drive traffic to your posts as a part of your marketing efforts, because we're trying to attract the right people, attract them. And that is about putting it out there, just like when we're trying to attract a client. So use your marketing channels. I think it's a really strong way to do it. And it really gets the visibility of that ad out way more than just the Indeed platform or whatever job platform you may be paying for. All right. So we have website, we have use social media. The number 3 we are going to use is your own contact list. Again, not a bad thing. Yeah. Send it to everyone on your contact list. Hey, good news. Boss Actions is hiring. We're looking for, and you put a little specific, you don't have to give them the whole job description. Again, you can do an email out to your newsletter people. You can, however you regularly communicate, do text. If you do text for your clients, more and more people are doing that in their businesses. And you just put it out there that we are looking for certain positions, put a little blurb and link it back to the ad. Don't make the whole thing all about the whole ad. Just describe it a little bit, maybe a little bit about your team, because remember, when we are placing ads, we're trying to attract the right people. So this is where we start to use the right words and vocabulary and attraction requirements so that we get the people we want to work with to apply. So start using those words pretty specifically. So use your own contact list. You have a nice list of people that know you and work with you. And this shouldn't be just your client, or it shouldn't exclude your clients. Clients and contacts should get that email. It's really good. And again, it just makes you look good because you're growing and you're building a business. But those people know you. So they're going to be able to refer great employees to you a little more strategically. They should know how your business works. They should have an idea of what you're looking for. And so I love using my mailing list, and I highly encourage that you do the same. So the number 4 place that you might not be thinking about placing that ad when we're also desperate to hire are associations. Associations are groups that we belong to that have job boards internally. And so that could be a sport association. It could be an industry association. It could be all different kinds of situations. But what I would recommend is, if you're going with industry specific job boards, don't forget to go to the industry of the type of role you're hiring for. So an example would be, let's say that we are a medical organization and we're looking for people with nursing background. So we might go to some nursing associations and use their job boards. That's a great idea, great fit. But I would also remind you that maybe if what I'm looking for is somebody that's more of a bookkeeper type, or somebody that's done the medical billing, to look for an association that has something to do with billing or bookkeeping, to see if it doesn't have to be an exact match for your association. Think of all the ways that this person might be connected to some association, your ideal person that you're trying to hire, and really think about, okay, maybe don't go for the obvious, the medical, for the medical billing. Maybe go for somebody that's more of a bookkeeper, because they might be involved in some kind of association or program that would have a job board. So I love association job boards. The one thing I would tell you is you do want to do a little bit of due diligence. Make sure they're actually attracting the kind of people that you want to hire. How many people are on their going to their websites? Are they attracting medical billing specialists or just nurses? Are they attracting all kinds of bookkeepers or just bookkeepers in, you know, in the financial industry, right? Be a little mindful. We don't want you spending money to be on job boards. Some of those associations will do it for very little. Some will charge you very much because they know they have a target market, but it's a great way to get closer to the people that you really know will be successful at your job. So that was number 4, was associations. So the number 5 place that I want you to think about is, I want you to start going to the schools. And I hear you. I hear you. You're like, this is not an entry level job, Talmar. I don't want to be going to universities and high schools, and I don't want to be going to trade schools. I don't want that first out. But I will tell you, a lot of schools have alumni boards. And so if you have a school that you are affiliated with, if there is a specialized trade school or vocational school or school with a certain department that really specializes in what you're looking for, I would absolutely look into using their alumni boards. It's another great place. If you really feel like you're having a hard time getting the kind of people in that you know will be great for your team, we have to look outside of the normal situation. And that's where we get to take control of the people we're letting in and take control of how we get these responses. Now, I know that time is an issue when we're hiring and it can be very frustrating, but here's what I can tell you, boss. Any time invested in hiring and managing your people is the only path to success. If you can't make time for the people to be the right people when you hire them, if you can't make time to make sure that the right people that you have hired have access to you and have your attention and understand how to do their jobs, your company has no chance at success. Your job, boss, you're the business owner. Your job is to get the right people in and make sure they have all the answers they need so they can build success in the company for the business. This isn't about you getting help so that you can do more for your business. It's about you turning to help others so they can build success for you. That's the bossification shift. All right. Thanks for joining me. Happy Boss Day. I hope you're out there and maybe you're working and maybe you're not. But regardless, I'm always looking out for you. Boss Actions, Team BA, we are here for you 100% because you deserve a kick ass team and we just want to make it faster and easier for you. If you are thinking about getting help and learning how to really step into the role as a boss, to learn how to hire and how to manage to get the results from a team you trust, you got to know we have a flash sale going on. So check it out. The link is in this post right here. All right. I'll talk to you later. Boss on.